Y'all, y'all already know. You know I ain't right. You know I'm not right. But I just have to share this with you all. Y'all ever been in a situation where you knew you were supposed to do something? You knew you were supposed to make that phone call. You knew you were supposed to do that video. You knew you were supposed to do certain things. So I'm gonna keep it all the way. I'm gonna keep it all the way at thuggy with y'all. So there's been some things I've been avoiding. And yes, I've been speaking engagements all around the nation. Yes, there's a lot on my plate at times. Yes, life be life, and do y'all hear me though? Life be life. But there are a couple of things that I was just putting off and putting off and putting off. And so this week it came to a head. Hi, King Jamel. How are you? So it came to a head. So I'm not even gonna hold y'all. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. One was making these videos, and they're for two different organizations. That it's not the problem of making the videos, y'all. Can I just be honest? Sometimes it is setting up and arranging. Sometimes it's finding the right lighting. Sometimes it's getting all the right equipment. Sometimes it's things that, you can't figure out why you won't do it. And then you start to try. So I've started to try many a times, y'all, many. And I could not get my mind right. I couldn't, like the scripts and everything were already done, but it was like, I cannot do this. And I would put it off and I would put it off and I would put it off. And I was like, I'm looking real strange Shantae up in here, because it wasn't that it had these time limits. It was the fact that I knew there was something I was avoiding. And then, some people have the fear of failure. They have I don't have that fear. I don't want to say it's a fear of success. I really think that as you are on this trajectory of success, you're going to encounter some failures, and you just keep pressing on, just keeping it a bean, just keeping it for real. But when I would try and set up to do these things, it would seem like something was always in the way. It was like a mental block. It was, oh, I forgot. Where must I set up? Where's the lighting right and everything? Because y'all know I've been in movies and stuff like that. And, oh, makeup isn't right. Oh, this and that. Like all these things you will let get in the way, because it's never just the video. Remember, these are for organizations. Remember, this is about certain things. And so I put it off until today. And y'all, was, working on my gratitude journal today. I was working through, how what this month actually was, like how this month was, how everything was turning out, and just doing a deep dive into that, writing poetry, praying to God, all these sort of things. And I gave myself to get myself together by 1:00 today, because by 3:00 it was going to be done. Come heck or high water, I'm on it like white on rice. And so 1:00, I was ready. I was sitting in my apartment, trying to get everything set up. I said, I can't do it here. I went downstairs, and it was almost as if the light bulb came on. I had everything I needed, and I just trust the process. And I did it. Got the first one out of the way. Second one I'm going ham and cheese, peanut butter and jelly. And then people walked in. And I could have been upset. I could have been all those sort of things, but that's not what happened. I just scrapped it. Found another place. And that's where I'm in right now. So you can't see what I actually did, but it was whatever. And I got it done. And when I tell you, I feel like running down the street screaming and hollering, because it's done. It's done. I can move on to the next chapter. It's done. Everything had to align at the right time, with the right mindset, with the proper rest, with I give myself 1 to 3 today. We gonna go ham and cheese and peanut butter and jelly. But why was that so important? Because this week I had to have certain phone calls. And in those phone calls, the most amazing things were happening. Either it was going to go forward or it wasn't. But the decision was made. I am having Zoom calls with the most amazing organizations and people, going forward or not. But at least a decision was made. And so, to sign for 2 paid speaking contracts for 2026 in different cities, to know that I'm doing my job well, to check in with clients and see where they are, what's going on, to have a 2-hour meeting with my client where it was an active working session in the Rainmaking Speaking and Branding Accelerator. It was so much fun. When I say it was so much fun, it was so much fun because I'd written the pitches in advance and I was showcasing to him things he was not expecting. And so it was that element of surprise and unexpected, breaking the pattern that he may have been used to. And it was so good. It was like when your brain opens up and it's with that proper rest and it's like, no, I am not doing the standard. I am not doing that. Shaking it up. We either going to come to a decision or we're not. And so by having those phone calls, having those Zoom calls, meeting with my clients, checking in on those I hadn't heard from, but I'm checking on you because it wasn't about business. I'm checking on you because I value our relationships. And then just watching things unfold. So my point today was all about it's going to be handled, and it needed to be handled this week. And there's some things that, I had to put off until next week because we know that people are having 3-day weekends and stuff like that. Got it. But it was this thing of I had been playing games with 3 things and I didn't need to play games. I just needed to be in the right mindset, to be calm, cool, and collected, to walk in and be like, this is that timetable. It's on the calendar. We're going to get it right one way or the other. And so you start eliminating things that don't matter anymore. If it's been on the calendar for far too long or it's something you've been needing to do, maybe it's just not the right time based on what's already there, and just getting it done and still having time to have an author dinner with incredible women, or knowing that I'm about to see my auntie in New York City, or, talking to people that I haven't spoken to in a long time just because life be lifing. And then my girl Simone Castillo called me this morning just to check in on me. Nothing else, no business. She's like, what's up with my girl P? And I thought, this is what I always talk about is 3 to 5 people a day, or 3 times a week. Check on them. And it's not about asking, it's just seeing how they're doing, because you could be the difference between them having a good day or feeling unwanted or depressed. So saying all of this is you get that prompt and call, voice note, text, something. It's so beautiful to do it, but also to get out of your own way. Because I don't think it's a fear of failure with most people. I think it's the fear of success because it's going to require so much more. And sometimes that's what's scarier than anything else, is that the thing you've been praying for, the thing that seemed elusive, is right in front of you. And there's no more scratching and surviving. There's no more of all these things you thought it would be. It's right here. And that's scary because you're no longer still climbing. It's there. And you're taking advantage, but you've been running. Because that was me a lot of times. And I self-sabotaged years ago. And so I could not allow that to go on anymore. And to just do it, to get the proper rest, to be in the right mindset. And so I say to these wonderful organizations, thank you. Thank you. I say to these organizations that just hired me, thank you. I say to those who trust me and my clients and the, people and the organizations that I am partnered with, thank you. Because even masters get in their own way. So make that phone call. You might be thinking it's a Saturday. Some people are just chilling. Some people just need to breathe. And I'm not saying you got to do it today, but this week was that showing up differently. It was having those calls and it was getting it done. And so I know when y'all see me in the red, what time is it? oh, let's go. It's go time. So as I sit here and as I've done what I came to do, I'm going to go outside and touch grass. I'm going to go outside and breathe. And I'm going to go outside and be reminded of what God's creation really is. And that abundance is our birthright. And to just show love to others. And to give grace. And to move on. And to have decisions made. Good, bad, or indifferent. And then move on. So love you all. It's your girl, Precious Williams, proud founder and CEO of the Perfect Pitch Group. And you know what time it is. If you come back and replay, I'm just going over some of the things that had to happen, giving yourself that timeline and doing it and being done. Shout out to Jamie Bennett for our accountability group. Queen, sometimes you got to tell us 50 million 11 times and we just got to do it. So love you all. Take care, everybody. Bye.